The process server handed me the papers right in front of my entire family at Thanksgiving dinner. My sister actually sued me. Not a threat, not a lawyer's letter. A full lawsuit with a court date and everything. My mom dropped the turkey. My dad just stared at me like I'd murdered someone. And Sarah, my sister, she didn't even look sorry. She looked satisfied. This wasn't supposed to happen. We'd been best friends our whole lives. People used to say we were more like twins than sisters 2 years apart. We shared clothes, secrets, even boyfriend's drama. When her husband left her 3 years ago, I gave her $20,000. No contract, no timeline. Just pay me back when you can. Because that's what sisters do. I didn't chase her for it. Didn't bring it up at family events. Didn't make her feel small. When she got back on her feet and started her little online boutique, I was her first investor. Another 15,000. Again, no contract. Just a handshake and a hug. We're family, she said. I'll make this right. The boutique actually did okay. Not amazing, but she was making money. Enough to buy a new car. Enough to go on vacation to Hawaii. Enough to completely remodel her kitchen. But never enough to pay me back apparently. I didn't mind at first. She was happy again after the divorce destroyed her. That was worth more than money. But then 6 months ago, everything changed. I lost my job. Corporate restructuring, they called it. 23 people gone in one day. I had savings, but not enough. Not with a mortgage and 2 kids, and my husband's income alone not covering everything. So I asked Sarah for some of the money back. Not all of it. Just 10,000 to get me through until I found something new. She laughed. Actually laughed. You're seriously asking me for money right now? Like I was the unreasonable one. Sarah, I gave you $35,000. That was a gift. It wasn't a gift, it was a loan. You never said that. I literally said, pay me back when you can. That's just something people say. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. My own sister, rewriting history right in front of me. So you're just never going to pay me back? I don't owe you anything, Jessica. She said my name like it was poison. Actually, if anyone owes anyone, you owe me for all the emotional labor I did when you were going through your infertility issues. That one hit different. We've been trying for our second child for 3 years. Failed IVF, miscarriages, the whole nightmare. And yes, Sarah had been there for me. But she just weaponized my pain to avoid paying back $35,000. I left her house that day and didn't speak to her for a week. Then she started the smear campaign. Told our mom I was harassing her about money she never borrowed. Told our dad I was trying to bankrupt her business out of jealousy. Told our cousins I was having a mental breakdown and making up debts that didn't exist. Family started calling me. Why are you doing this to Sarah? She's been through so much already. Can't you just let it go? Nobody asked for my side. Nobody wanted to hear about the bank transfers I could prove. I showed my mom the statements. Well, you shouldn't have given her money if you wanted it back. I showed my dad the text messages where Sarah promised to repay me. You're tearing this family apart over money. Over money. Like I was the problem. Like I didn't have bills I couldn't pay. Like I wasn't watching my savings evaporate while my sister posted Instagram stories from expensive restaurants. So I did something I never thought I'd do. I hired a lawyer. Sent Sarah a formal demand letter. $35,000 plus 3 years of accumulated interest. She had 30 days to respond. She responded all right. By suing me first. For emotional distress. For harassment. For defamation. She claimed I was stalking her, threatening her, ruining her business reputation. All lies. Complete, absolute lies. But she filed first, so now I'm the defendant. Now I'm the bad guy. The server left, and the entire dining room was silent. My kids were staring at me. My husband's face was red with rage. My mom started crying. And Sarah? Sarah finally looked at me. You did this to yourself, she said. My dad told us both to leave. Thanksgiving was over. We packed up our kids and drove home in silence. My husband kept saying, I told you not to give her money. Which was true, but not helpful. That night, I couldn't sleep. I read through the lawsuit over and over. She was asking for $100,000 in damages. $100,000. For emotional distress I allegedly caused by asking for my own money back. My lawyer called the next morning. This is a slap suit, he said. Strategic lawsuit against public participation. She's trying to intimidate you into dropping your claim. Will it work? Only if you let it. The legal fees alone were going to destroy me. Even if I won. Even if the judge threw out her ridiculous claims, I'd still be out thousands of dollars I didn't have. Money I wouldn't have needed if my sister had just paid me back in the first place. My mom called. "You need to drop this." She sued me, Mom, because you wouldn't leave her alone. I asked for my money back once. You hired a lawyer, Jessica, after she refused to pay me back. Families don't sue each other. She sued me first. Silence. Then, maybe you both need to just forgive and forget. Forgive $35,000. It's just money. I hung up. Just money. Easy to say when you're not the one who can't pay your mortgage. My husband and I had a fight that night. "We need to countersue," he said. "We can't afford that. We can't afford not to. She's asking for $100,000. The lawyer said it'll get thrown out. And if it doesn't?" That question kept me up for days. What if it didn't get thrown out? What if some judge actually believed her? What if I lost everything because I dared to ask my sister to repay a loan? I started going through everything. Every text message, every email, every bank statement. Building my case. Proving the money was a loan, not a gift. It was all there. Black and white. "I'll pay you back, I promise. Thank you so much for the loan. I just need a few more months to get the business profitable. Then I'll start paying you back." All in writing. All proof. My lawyer was confident. "She has no case," he said. "We'll get it dismissed. Then we'll countersue for the original debt plus legal fees." But confidence doesn't pay bills. And dismissals take time. Time I didn't have. I finally found a new job. Part-time, less money than before, but something. It helped, but we were still behind. Still struggling. Still drowning. And every time I saw Sarah's Instagram, she was thriving. New inventory for the boutique. Weekend trips. Designer handbags. All funded by money she should have given back to me. The preliminary hearing was scheduled for January. My lawyer filed a motion to dismiss her suit. Her lawyer filed a motion to dismiss my counterclaim. We were both asking a judge to make the other person's lawsuit go away. Meanwhile, the family group chat exploded. My aunt. "Can't you two just work this out?" My cousin. "This is so embarrassing for everyone." My uncle. "Sarah's always been sensitive. Maybe you should apologize." Apologize? For asking for my own money back. For being financially destroyed while she lived her best life. For existing, apparently. I left the group chat. My husband's family started asking questions. His mom. "Is it true you're suing your sister?" His dad. "Family shouldn't handle things this way." Even my friends were divided. Half of them. "You have every right to that money." Other half. "Is it really worth destroying your relationship?" As if I was the one who destroyed it. As if I was the one who refused to pay back a loan. As if I was the one who filed a bullshit lawsuit. Christmas came. We didn't go to family dinner. First time in my entire life. My mom left a voicemail. "Everyone's asking where you are." Not "I miss you." Not "I wish you were here." Just "everyone's asking." Sarah posted photos from Christmas dinner. The whole family together. Smiling, laughing, happy. Like I never existed. Like I wasn't supposed to be there too. My daughter asked why we weren't with Grandma and Grandpa. What do you tell a 7-year-old? "Your aunt stole money from us and then sued us when we asked for it back. We said we were starting our own traditions." She seemed okay with that. Kids are resilient like that. New Year's Eve, my lawyer called. The judge set a hearing date for February 15th. Both motions to dismiss will be heard together. And then we'll know if this goes to trial or gets resolved. Trial. The word made me sick. Standing in a courtroom, arguing against my own sister. Having a stranger decide if our relationship meant anything. Having our dirty laundry exposed to the whole family, the whole world. But what choice did I have? Roll over and let her take everything? Admit defeat and lose $35,000 plus legal fees? Let her win by bullying me into submission? No, I couldn't do that. Even if it cost me everything. Even if it cost me my whole family. I had to stand up for myself. My husband agreed. "We're seeing this through," he said. "Whatever it takes." I loved him for that. For standing by me when everyone else walked away. For believing me when my own mother didn't. For fighting with me when it would have been easier to just let it go. January dragged on forever. Every day felt like a year. Waiting for February 15th. Waiting to know if this nightmare would end or get worse. I stopped checking Sarah's social media. Deleted Instagram entirely. Couldn't handle watching her pretend to be the victim while I was actually falling apart. My therapist said I was experiencing betrayal trauma. When someone close to you violates your trust this deeply, It rewires your brain. Great. So now I'm traumatized on top of everything else. Work helped. Focusing on something normal, something controllable. My boss was understanding when I needed time off for legal appointments. Small mercies. Then my brother called. The one person who'd been neutral this whole time. Hey, hey, silence. Then I read the legal documents. My heart stopped. And, you're right. I started crying. Someone finally believed me. Someone in my family finally saw the truth. She told everyone you were lying. He continued. But the bank statements don't lie. The texts don't lie. She borrowed that money and she needs to pay it back. Thank you. I'm not taking sides in court, he said. But I needed you to know I don't think you're crazy. It wasn't much, but it was something. One person who knew I wasn't the monster Sarah made me out to be. February 14th came. The day before the hearing. I couldn't eat. Couldn't sleep. Just paced around the house, rehearsing everything in my head. My lawyer had prepared me. The judge will ask questions. Answer directly, don't elaborate unless asked. Stay calm, stay factual. Let the evidence speak for itself. Easy to say, harder to do when your entire life is on the line. That night, Sarah texted me. First time in 3 months. It's not too late to drop this. I stared at the message for 10 minutes. Part of me wanted to respond. Wanted to scream at her, ask her how she could do this to me. But I didn't. I forwarded it to my lawyer and blocked her number. No more games. No more manipulation. Tomorrow, a judge would decide. And whatever happened, at least I'd know I fought for myself. At least I'd know I didn't let her destroy me without a fight. My husband held me that night. Whatever happens tomorrow, we'll get through it. What if we lose? We won't. But what if we do? Then we'll appeal, we'll fight, we'll figure it out. We're already broke. Then we'll be broke together. I fell asleep in his arms. Not peacefully, but at least I slept. The morning of February 15th, I put on my best suit. Did my makeup carefully. Wanted to look put together even though I was falling apart inside. The courthouse was intimidating. Marble floors, high ceilings, security checkpoints. Everything designed to make you feel small. My lawyer met us in the hallway. Ready? No. Yes. We walked into the courtroom. And there she was. Sarah, sitting with her lawyer on the other side. She looked scared. Good. She should be. The judge entered. Everyone rose. This was it. The moment everything changed. Case number 2026, CV 4782. The clerk called. Mitchell versus Mitchell. Even hearing our names together like that felt wrong. We weren't supposed to be enemies. We were supposed to be sisters. The judge looked at both lawyers. I've reviewed both motions to dismiss, she said. Let's start with the plaintiff's claim. Sarah's lawyer stood up, launched into a speech about emotional distress and harassment. All lies. But he said them with such confidence. Like they were facts. My lawyer stood up for rebuttal. Presented the text messages, the bank statements, everything. This is a simple contract dispute, he said. The defendant loaned the plaintiff $35,000. The plaintiff refuses to repay. The emotional distress claim is retaliatory and without merit. The judge asked Sarah's lawyer about the evidence. He fumbled. Started talking about implied gifts and family dynamics. Nothing concrete. Nothing real. The judge wasn't impressed. I could see it on her face. Then she asked Sarah directly, Ms. Mitchell, do you dispute that your sister transferred you $35,000? Sarah's voice shook. No, but it was a gift. Do you have any written proof it was a gift? Because I didn't need it until recently, I blurted out. The judge looked at me. My lawyer touched my arm, telling me to be quiet. But the judge didn't seem angry. Ms. Mitchell, you'll have your turn to speak. Then she turned back to Sarah. Your sister has text messages where you refer to this money as a loan, where you promise to pay her back. How do you reconcile that with your gift claim? Sarah started crying. Real tears or fake, I couldn't tell anymore. I thought we were family. And family doesn't sue family. Exactly. The judge sat back. Ms. Mitchell, you sued your sister first. The courtroom went silent. Even Sarah's lawyer looked uncomfortable. She hired a lawyer. After you refused to repay a documented loan? Sarah didn't answer. The judge looked at both lawyers. I'm dismissing the plaintiff's emotional distress claim. My heart jumped. It's clearly retaliatory and lacks merit. Sarah's lawyer started to object. The judge cut him off. As for the defendant's counterclaim, that will proceed to trial. Ms. Mitchell, You have 30 days to repay the loan in full or prepare for court. The gavel came down. It was over. We won. Sort of. Sarah's lawyer was arguing with her in hushed tones. She looked devastated. Part of me felt bad. Part of me felt vindicated. Mostly I just felt tired. We left the courthouse. My husband hugged me. My lawyer shook my hand. That went better than expected, he said. What happens now? Now we wait. She'll either pay you or we'll go to trial and get a judgment. Either way, you'll get your money. I should have felt happy, relieved, but all I felt was empty. Because even if I got every penny back, I'd still lost my sister. I'd still lost my family. And no amount of money could fix that. We drove home in silence. My phone started blowing up. Family group chat I'd left had been reactivated. Someone added me back. Messages flying. I can't believe you actually went to court. Sarah's devastated. Are you happy now? I turned my phone off. That night, my brother called the landline. I heard what happened. News travels fast. She's telling everyone the judge was biased. Of course she is. For what it's worth, I'm proud of you. Those words meant more than the court victory. Thanks. Do you think she'll pay? Honestly, I didn't know. 30 days passed. No payment. No contact. Nothing. My lawyer filed for trial. Court date set for May. 3 more months of this nightmare. But something changed. I changed. I stopped waiting for my family to understand. Stopped hoping for apologies that would never come. Started building a life without them. My husband and I got closer. My kids got more attention. My real friends showed up. And slowly, I started to heal. Not from the money. From the betrayal. From the realization that sometimes the people who should love you most are the ones who hurt you worst. April brought surprise. Sarah's lawyer called mine. My client would like to settle. After everything, after all the lies and lawsuits and drama, now she wanted to settle. How much? 20,000. I laughed when my lawyer told me. She owes 35 plus interest plus my legal fees. I know, but settlements mean no trial. No more legal fees piling up. Guaranteed money in your pocket. My husband wanted to take it. 20,000 is better than nothing. And if we go to trial, we might win everything. We might win nothing. Judges are unpredictable. I thought about it for days. Principle versus pragmatism. Justice versus closure. Finally, I made my decision. Tell her 30,000. Final offer. If she says no, we see her in court. She said yes. Within a week, the money hit my account. $30,000. Not everything I'd loaned her, but close enough. Enough to catch up on bills. Enough to breathe again. The lawsuit was dismissed. Both sides agreed never to sue each other again. It was over. Really, truly over. But the family fallout wasn't. My mom called. I hope you're proud of yourself. I got my money back, yes. You destroyed your sister. She destroyed herself. Click. She hung up on me. My dad sent an email. Subject, disappointed. I deleted it without reading. Didn't need to know what it said. My brother stayed in touch. He was the only one. The only one who saw both sides and chose truth over comfort. I'll always love him for that. Months passed. Life went on. I got promoted at work. We took a small vacation, just the 4 of us. Started saving again. Started feeling normal again. Then last week, I saw Sarah at the grocery store. First time since court. We made eye contact. She looked away first. Kept shopping like I wasn't there. I did the same. What was there to say? Sorry for asking for my money back. Sorry for not letting you steal from me. There were no words that would fix this. So I said nothing. Bought my groceries and left. Later that night, I wondered if I'd made the right choice. Fighting for the money, I mean. It cost me my family. Cost me peace. Cost me the sister I'd loved my whole life. But then I thought about what would have happened if I hadn't fought. If I just let her keep it. Let her lie about me. Let her win. I would have lost myself. Lost my self-respect. Lost the ability to look my kids in the eye and tell them to stand up for themselves. So yes, I made the right choice. Not the easy one. Not the painless one. But the right one. And I'd do it again.